Thanks to Kimball International, who proudly donated furniture for the WJTS TV in.form set. As a long-standing commercial furniture company with their corporate headquarters located in Jasper, Indiana, they are dedicated to serving the communities in which they operate. Through their bold entrepreneurial spirit, history of craftsmanship, and commitment to creating personalized experiences, Kimball International's family of brands turn ordinary spaces into meaningful places. In standing true to their Dare to be Makers of Possibility purpose, they believe in empowering people to unlock their potential and bring it to life for their employees, customers, shareholders, and the communities that they support. Now here's 18 WJTS in.form.
Hello and welcome back to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, your host, and today I am joined by the members of a newly formed group here in Du Bois County, the Young Professionals Network of Southern Indiana. On the couch, we've got Bryce, Lain here, and Peyton, Gentry. So hello to both of you.
Hello.
Hey, Kaitlyn.
So what's going on? What's this Young Professionals Network of Southern Indiana? This group was recently formed, correct?
It was formed in around September of 2021. Me and another acquaintance, a board member, we were wanting to bring together a group in Du Bois County, but really Southern Indiana, that brought young professionals together and allowed them to share their story, but also learn and advance their careers and develop meaningful relationships.
Yeah, so we've got quite a good sampling. You're not from the area, but Peyton is, so this group's kind of for anyone, correct?
Yeah, I mean, it's really for anyone. You know, the name of the organization is Young Professionals, but, you know, kind of a little saying that we have when we're there is there's nobody too young really and there's nobody too old. Anybody that wants to come and build their network and just socialize with people, it's, that's what the organization's for. We've got members ranging anywhere from, I think 21 is our youngest, 22, somewhere in that range, up into the mid-50s. So it really is anyone that wants to be there too. It's at the end of the day a networking organization. So, just anything that we can do and anyone that wants to grow their organization, that's what we're there for.
So it's like LinkedIn, but in person and hopefully more convivial, just conversationalist, or like you guys hold specific events. You mentioned that some of them are more networking based and some of them are more conversational or like learning about how to grow business and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And we could dive into a little bit of both of those. So we want everyone to not think that there's a perception that, the young professional network, you have to be a networker, or you need networking for your career, or it's just something that you do. We want to kind of erase that perception that we want to invite everyone to just come and share their story. Our group is mainly about awesome people in the community coming and sharing what great things they're doing and hopefully making an impact on our members or inviting them to share what they're doing and get involved in the community. And then on the other side of that, I think you talked a little bit about like the age. Mm-hmm. If, like Peyton said, we have somebody that's in their 50s in our group and, they were hesitant on coming to an event at first, what we recommended is they be a mentor if they're, kind of shy or, not really thinking that they fit into the young professional group. Be a mentor to someone that is in the same career path or has aspirations to be in the same career path and help guide them to how they had a successful future.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like it kind of reminds me of Mentors for Youth, where it's like you've got a big and a little, or you could just be amongst peers and learning various things and trying to connect. So it definitely seems like this is a much needed thing for people who per se may not be interested in various groups. I asked you guys before we started here, like, what makes Young Professionals Network different than like the Jasper Chamber of Commerce, the Du Bois County Chamber, or the Rotary Club, or anything like that we have locally that's kind of been established and people go to make connections and to learn about that type of stuff?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about some of our events?
Yeah. So, I mean, a little bit different in what we're trying to do in all great organizations. And I'll talk a little bit about them in a minute because we do partner with them.
Yeah.
But part of what our organization does is just we are an outlet for people to come and, whether they're pitching themselves, pitching their business, or just trying to grow themselves as an individual and learn. If Bryce, being a realtor, if someone wants to go and interested in buying a home, they can talk to Bryce and start talking about some of those things, or whatever career path they're in. If they're in construction and want to talk to another construction worker and find mentorship in that, or whatever it is. So that's really where we're different. Where some of those other organizations are more service-oriented organizations. For the most part, we don't have that service part built into us. We're an organic networking organization. Now, one thing and I joined the board a little bit later than some of the founders did, but one of the things that we've been in talks of over the last several months is partnering with these local organizations, and have partnered with several. I know you talked about Optimist and Rotary, and some of those we have partnered with. And, part of what we want to do with them is make, to our members, make known what other organizations are in the area, because at the core of our group is networking and building yourself and building your connections. So if we can connect them with other organizations where they can go and provide those service hours and give back to the community, that's a big thing. Because I know when I moved back, I'm originally from Jasper, but moved back from Indianapolis, I didn't have a great idea of what all went on in the community. From I knew some of the basics, the Optimists, the Rotary, things like that, but I didn't really know about some of the other organizations. So, having some of those come and partner with us, and it's able to expand my own horizons, expand everyone else's horizons, and has gotten me involved in several other organizations since we've been able to partner with them, and just piqued my interest and gone from there. So I think it's helped quite a bit. And then some of those events that we've done, we rotate monthly, and we go from a professional development organization where we bring all of our members in, and then we'll bring a speaker. And Bryce will talk about some of what we have upcoming for some examples of this. But we'll bring speakers in, or industry leaders in, and come and talk, bring political figures in, whatever it is, and have them speak about their industry, and just give some insight to us, but then, like I said, help grow our member base and expand their horizons. And then, we also want to make it fun. So not that those events aren't always fun, but we also want to have a pure networking event the next month. So we try to go from that professional event, and then the next month, we don't have anything lined up. It really is just come together. We'll order a pizza, we'll order a beer. We'll just come, we'll talk, we'll get together, and people can actually socialize and get together and learn a little bit about one another.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like the ideal thing, pizza and a beer and getting to chat with some people that you don't see every day. Yeah. It definitely sounds like less of a commitment than like some groups and organizations, which might just be up some person's alley compared to like all of the hours and whatnot you have to kind of chart in. But Bryce, you were going to talk about like upcoming events that you guys have, and again, they're monthly, so there's plenty of, it's once a month, so you got to either come or, come the next time. So
yeah, I'll talk a little bit about both the upcoming events and membership. So not a lot is required to be a member. You have to, first come to an event, check out if the vibe is right for you, if you like the organization after the first event's on us. After that, you could pay a monthly membership of $80 for our full year, not yearly membership, not monthly. For a full year is $80 or $10 per event, and the full year membership gets you into every event. And then some of the upcoming events that we have in April, on April 27th, we have a event at the Astra Theater. Mm-hmm. We're having some industry leaders, some really notable business owners or people that work in local businesses, as you would say, in the community. They're going to come and speak to all of our group, and also answer some questions. It's going to be kind of a panel discussion. And then in May, on May the 12th, we're having our golf scramble. We invite everyone to organize a team. You can sponsor a team. You could sponsor a hole. That was one of our big events last year. Along with last year, we had end of year gala, a charity gala, where we raised over $5,000 and donated to SWICAC. So that was a good end of year celebration, and also kind of tied together all of the fundraising that we did throughout the year.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's very well established, even if people haven't heard about it necessarily. And being able to, again, give back to the community that you're also trying to network in and get established in is super important to have, especially for young people. And Peyton, I'm in the same boat as you. I came back, and I've lived here all my life, went to college, came back, and now it's like, well, where do I kind of fit in? What to kind of do next? So this is a great resource to have for younger people or no matter what age type of person who's looking to get out there.
Yeah, and I think back to kind of our mission of connecting people, that's a big thing of, that we want to do, is because we understand not everyone in the community is from Jasper originally. Bryce isn't from Jasper locally, but you're not from Jasper. And it's not meant to be a Jasper-based organization. We have events here, Huntingburg, we've had some in Ferdinand. We try to hop around a little bit, but, what we really want to do is partner with some of these businesses around here and say, hey, when you're recruiting back to our community, be it Du Bois County, when you're recruiting back to the area, we understand that people, coming out of Indiana, out of Purdue, out of USI, if they're not from here, they are going to have a little bit harder time coming back to Jasper. So we want these businesses to know that, hey, here's an organization that you can send someone if they're in their 20s or in their 30s, and you're trying to recruit them to the community. We understand that a big dam to them coming back is not knowing anyone. So we want to be able to be a resource group and invite them in, with open arms to come and meet people. For professional development and just to make some friends if they're not from the area.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it all. I think that's just the way you said it is perfect. I think what I wanted to ask you both, is there anything for the outsiders who don't know the group or know the individuals in the group and all that stuff, is there anything that you guys would like to say to them to kind of help aid in we're here for a good time, but we're also here to do some good things in this group type feel?
Sure, I guess I'll give it my best shot. Why PNSI? I say why PNSI for short because Young Professional Network of Southern Indiana is kind of a mouthful to say every time. But why PNSI is a group for anyone of all industries to come together, and I want everyone to know that the perception of you have to be a professional or you have to be young, just kind of erase that from whatever you kind of think of with the name, and come together, share your story, share what you're doing in the community, because yes, your career, what you do for a living is a big part of your story, but it's not your end-all, be-all. You do things outside of your work, and that's not exactly who you are just because you work in that profession.
Yeah, I think that's excellent. Peyton?
No, I think on Bryce's note, we really are spread all over, and it's a group to come and build yourself and your brand and just meet people. You don't have to do it to develop personally, professionally. We do have, like I said, we have people working at local banks. We have people that are realtors. We have people that are electricians, carpenters. We have, a family that sells seed for food plots. We have an artist. We have people in all different industries just coming together to help grow themselves. And that's really what it's just about, is bringing people together. We're not all that serious of a group. We like to know when we need to pay attention and want to grow ourselves professionally. But at the end of the day, we're all there to get out of the house, to do something different, to meet new people. So we welcome anyone that wants to come. And like Bryce said, first event's on us. Would love to have you. Would love to introduce you to the group, and hopefully can get somebody for a second time coming back. So
yeah. And so we'll close it out here. What's the best way to kind of get in contact, to get updates from you guys? Where's your presence at right now?
So our online presence is primarily Facebook. We do email blasts every email that we've gotten of any of our attending members or people that just attended even 1 or 2 times. We email blast them typically the week of a couple times to just remind them that we're having an event this week, typically the 3rd Thursday of every month. If it's not the 3rd Thursday, it's the weekend close to that 3rd Thursday. But so Facebook, follow us at Young Professional Network of Southern Indiana. Give us a like. We post updates on there pretty regularly. And then our email is at YPNSIndiana. Or YPNS at, oh, wow.
It's a mouthful. It's YPNSIndiana at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yes. So, it's a team effort with the names, with the Gmails.
YPNSIndiana at gmail.com.
Yeah. Yes. But that's listed on your Facebook again. So you've got all of these ways to contact you, and you'll be doing more eventually. But for now, you're on Facebook, and a lot of people use Facebook. So
yeah. And if they can't find the organization for some reason, can always reach out to Bryce or myself personally on Facebook, and happy to get them steered in the right direction.
Well, very exciting. I think we'll wrap it up here, guys. So thank you so much for coming to talk about the Young Professionals Network of Southern Indiana. Hopefully you had a good time on your first TV interview.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing what more the group can bring to this area. sure.
Thank you, Kaitlyn.
Great.
And thank you so much at home for watching. Again, visit their Facebook page, Young Professionals Network of Southern Indiana, because they've got a lot of resources for anyone of any age. And it's a great opportunity to network and just learn more about the people around this area. And again, this has been Peyton Gentry, and Bryce Lain. This has been Kaitlyn Neukam with 18 WJTS in.form. We're local people watching local people.